Hey, what's up, everybody? This is Charles Sebastian, and welcome you guys to another episode of the DREAMERSPRO show. We cover everything from sports, hot topics, classic debates, entertainment, and we give you guys a fresh perspective on things and how we see them. And man, we got a show in store for you guys here today. I'm sure it's going to piss off a lot of people, but we got to do it. But before we get into it, please make sure you like the video and subscribe to the channel. So right now, the basketball conversation is kind of simmered down. As you guys know, during Summer League, Bronny James was the biggest thing in the NBA, it seemed, right? He was the biggest story. Everybody was talking about him. We were talking about it. Gil's Arena was talking about it. ESPN was talking about it. FS1 everybody was talking about Bronny James, right? Because he was a lightning rod for attention, right? And there were various kind of, storylines surrounding him. One of the storylines was, was it nepotism that got him on the team? LeBron basically forced the Lakers to put him on the team. Initially, when he started playing those first few Summer League games, he looked horrendous. It brought on a lot of criticism, and then he picked it up. He started performing better, and then the criticism kind of simmered down. But then something interesting happened this morning. I was doing some research here, and I came across a pretty interesting. No. Yesterday, one of our viewers sent me a post from Clutch Points that was centered on some anonymous comments that was made by a Laker player during the Summer League that was talking about the preferential treatment that Bronny James was receiving over the other players. So then I did some research and I came across an article from fadeawayworld.net, and it says, anonymous Lakers player speaks out over Bronny James's special treatment. So this is the article that we want to focus in on today. But before we even get into what this article had to say, today's video is brought to you by a sponsor, Game Time. Game Time is an authorized ticket marketplace of Major League Baseball, which makes getting tickets faster and easier. For example, I am super excited about the upcoming MLB games. With Game Time tickets, I can easily pick the best tickets for me. I love that I can choose between different deals. I have the option to select the cheaper deal, the best option deal, or my favorite, the flash deal. The flash deal gives me the option to find discounts that I can only find on Game Time. Once I select the ticket I want, I can view my seat. And it's not just restricted to baseball. I can also look for the best ticket deals for other sports like football, the NBA, concerts, comedy, or other theater shows. Included in my purchase, I also have a 24-hour return guarantee, a lowest price guarantee, event cancellation protection. So take the guesswork out of buying MLB tickets with Game Time. Download the Game Time app, create an account, and use code CLNS for $20 off your first purchase. Again, create an account and redeem code CLNS for $20 off. And remember, whenever you support this sponsor, you're supporting this channel. Thank you. So let me get into what this article has to say here. It says Bronny James has been one of the biggest stories of the summer after going the 55th overall to the Lakers. But after completing his first ever Summer League stint, one Laker player is speaking out on supposed preferential treatment. The attention he attracted was very frustrating for players to see, and his alleged star treatment caused friction among them, which went 0 of 5 to start the tournament, per a Laker insider, wrote Steve Brenner of the U.S. Sun. That kind of tension didn't help the group of players to build chemistry, said an anonymous Lakers player, and you could feel that there was no unity between this group of guys, as Bronny was the main guy and the others didn't feel that it was right, that he deserved that. Along the way, Bronny's reps made the guard unavailable for media availability on several occasions, which the source labeled as not nice towards his teammates and other franchise members, wrote Brenner. With dealing with Bronny's attention and treatment, plenty of the other young guys that are trying to make the roster for next season couldn't show their best side and show their A game. As the son of basketball royalty, it is no surprise that Bronny came in with a massive spotlight over his head as the first father-son tandem on an NBA roster. They are on the verge of history together, and it becomes a popular storyline to follow. So you heard what this article and what the quotes had to say. I just want to quickly look at another one where it said, I'm going to go back to quickly where it said, along the way, Bronny's reps made the guard unavailable for media availability on several occasions, which the source labeled as not nice towards his teammates and other franchise members. With dealing with Bronny's attention and treatment, plenty of the other young guys that are trying to make the roster for next season couldn't show their best side and show their A side. So you heard what this article had to say. What are my thoughts on this? Well, this is no surprise because we could see it from the outside, right? We could see it. Bronny was being marketed heavily. Why? Because look, Bronny is LeBron James' son. LeBron James is a money-making machine for the NBA. And as it turns out, his son seems to be following in that footstep. Whether he's a good player or not is irrelevant. He still has the name, right? He still has the name. And in the NBA and in sports, that name holds a lot of weight. So when you're LeBron James' son, who I believe is still the face of the NBA, people are going to market him. People are going to want to talk about it. People are going to want to have a lot of attention on him, right? So if you watch a basketball game, for instance, one of those summer league games, any little thing that Bronny does is going to receive a lot of attention. But there may be other players on the team that are doing even better things, and they're not going to receive any attention at all because it's not the storyline, right? And maybe some of these players feel like, look, this is unfair, right? We're all out here. We're trying to do the best. We're trying to, ensure that we can get a spot on, one of these teams next year. And then this guy's getting all of the praise and then getting all the attention. And then you match it with the fact that, he's getting preferential treatment. It doesn't sit well with some of those guys, which is understandable. I think that if you were in that position, you would feel the same way. Look, I said this entire thing, yes, nepotism played a role, but I think a lot of people that are defending it are not defending nepotism. What they're defending is elitism, right? I've been saying this. They're defending elitism because no one with any sense would defend nepotism if it was working against them. Of course not. People are defending the powerful exercising their power to stay at the top. And essentially that's what's happening. What is surprising, however, is people that have no such power and will never have this kind of power supporting the elites. These are the sheep of society, right? These are the sheep of society. And that's just the way, the cookie crumbles, right? That's just the way it crumbles. And none of this surprises me. None of it whatsoever. What then becomes hilarious is when people try to make it seem like it's something else. Like, no. That's not what's really taking place here. You got to look at his marriage. You got to look at all that. And then people are like, okay, listen, cut it out. Like, stop the nonsense, right? Stop the nonsense. And I believe that's really what's taking place here. If that's what that player felt, that's what he felt. And I think it is his prerogative to feel whatever way he wants to feel. So what I want to know from you guys, what do you think about this story? What are your thoughts on it? Whatever you guys think, please leave your thoughts and comments in the comment section, and we catch you guys on the next show. Peace.